Howard. Kuf Tes Vav Amud Beis. Okay, Ahu Gavra, next to the top line. Hu Gavra, the Afkid, Shubshmi Gabeg. Gabi Chabre, person had given for safekeeping sesame seeds. Omar Le Havli Shubshmi. So he said to the Shomer, the one who he'd given, give me, I want my sesame seeds. Omar Le Shalkaltino. He says, you already took them? You took them already. Well, Cain v'Cain Habion. So the person says, what do you mean? I gave you so much. B'chavisa Ramin, I put them in that barrel. Omar Le Didoch Shalkaltino. He says, what was in that barrel you already took? They're mine. There are other ones. They're not yours. You have no relevance to it. This seems to be the same case as we had earlier. The case where a person drowned, right? And they pulled him out quickly, and they said, this is the man, right? And they allowed his wife to remarry. Awesome, Kamri Simonim. Over there, they gave Simonim, right? That they recognized the person. Regarding the Pesach, what simon did he give to identify it? He says, even though he said there was so much in the barrel, maybe he just guessed on the amount. So there's an interesting Tosas over here. Tosas says, Isrumi Isramile, with the wide lines, you see it? From here it seems to be, Midah is not a siman, correct? Knowing the amount, the volume is not a siman. This is over there. Weight is considered a siman. So the amount and the number is also a siman. There wasn't something you put away for safekeeping, for storage. Hear this. Over here, a person, when you normally store away sesame seed, you store away in this amount. So he said that's the reason why he guessed it. It's easy to guess. There, it's speaking about you lose something. You lost something. It's not something you stored away. It's not, and then you identify how much is there. Identifying the amount, that indicates that it was yours, that you're the one who had lost it. But over here, he gave it to him for safekeeping, right? It was for storage. So storage, so therefore it's not an indication that these sesame seeds are yours, even though you gave the cheshbon, the amount. Amalei Mark Shisha Barav Chislo Ravashi. Do we say that he exchanged it, that he emptied out the old ones, took new ones? Tanan Motzekli Shekosov Lov Kuf Korban. He has a kli, it says on it Kuf, standing for Korban, meaning the money's Hegdish. Mem Meiser. Dalid Dimur, that means a mixture of Chulin and Truma. Tes Tevel. Tov Truma. Shebshasa Sakona, Ho Yukosvin Tov Tachas Truma. Because, the Goyim, to conceal what actually was contained in the kli, they put test Tov Truma. Omnar Avino Ravashi. So over there, what do we see? That you see, it's the same, what originally was there, it's still there. You have to, he says, Omnar Le Ravino Ravashi, Lo Chashin Shempina, Ema Sefer. We also have Filo Motza Chovis Kosvula Truma, Harelu Chulin. On that, the word says, Shani Omer, Ishtakar Havi Mole, Truma. Ishtakar Havi, wait 1 second. Yeah, I just want to find the, Ishtakar Hoisa Maleo, Truma Pino. We say it was emptied. So what's exactly the argument between Tanakh and Rav Yossi? And we all say he emptied it. So if he emptied it, so it's good over here. If he took it fully out, then he would have cleaned it out totally. There wouldn't be a residue left in there. Yeah, he forgot. What? He left the vessel there. He left it. Rashi says, what's shtachel pantri? Pantri is like the vessel. It's like truma, right? It's not right. It's only many. going to touch it. You understand? If it's chulin, people stay chulin. Okay? Okay, further. Yitzchak Reish Kalusa bar Achteid Rav Bibi. Yitzchak, he was the Reish Kalusa. He was the son of the sister of Rav Bibi. Havakozov Mikurtava Laspamia. He was traveling from Kurtava to Aspamia. Vishochiv, and he died. He died on the way. Sholchu Mihosam said he sent a message. Yitzchak Reish Kalusa bar Achteid Rav Bibi. Havakozov Mikurtava Laspamia Vishochiv, and he died. Michai Shinon L'Trei Yitzchak. Although, do we say it's the same person? Is it really Yitzchak who's there's only one Reish Kalusa? But we'll see, we're not aware anybody else is by that name. Oh, we're concerned there may be another person by that name, therefore his wife can't remarry? Or do we say, no, he's the person? So he says, Michai Shinon L'Trei Yitzchak Olo, Abaya Michai Shinon. We are. We have to verify that it was him. Otherwise she can't remarry. Rava Melochai Shinon. Rava says we're not concerned. And so Rashi says we're speaking over here, we're not aware that anybody else by such a name exists. Okay? Because Rashi says, you say, well, a caravan may have passed through and there may have been a person by that name. I'm not concerned. Since we're not aware anybody had that name, the presumption is that he's the person. So he says, how do I know that you have to be concerned? Because there was an incident. There was a get that they found in their door. Uchsiv bey betzad klunyo maso ano androlinoi nerdo patris sacrus plonius insisi. You hear this? And Klunya is a name of a location. The name of the person, Ano Androlinoi Nerdo, comes from Nerdor. I'm divorcing my wife by the name of such and such. So they found such a get. So if we're concerned, it's the same. If we were not concerned it's anybody else's get, we're going to give it back to him, then what? We'll use it for a divorce, right? And the father of Shmuel sent for Rav Yehuda to rule. Do we say that's the get? Or do we say, no, there may have been another person and we don't let him use the get? Yeah. And he sent back to Avuda Shmuel, Tivduk Nerdo Kulo. Go seek out, search out Nerdo, see if there's another person by that name. If there's no other, such another person, you could use the get. If not, you can't use the get. So you see over there, it's Chayshinon. So you see Chayshinon? No, which means it's not. We're not aware. We're not aware, but yet he says, search it out. Ravam no. Imiso yivda kolomi boile. He said, if that's the case, why just search out their dog? Somebody may have been visiting from elsewhere, and if we're not aware, why are we more concerned there than anywhere else? There may have been a caravan passing through. Elo mishum kvodi avuda shmuel l'sholach. Ochi. Because Avuda Shmuel asked the question, even though it was a baseless question, he didn't want to embarrass him. So therefore he said, you know something, not to be disrespectful, that the question is a baseless question. Therefore he says, search out Nerdo. But halacha, you don't have to be concerned whatsoever. Now it's interesting, there's a tos over here. Yitzchok Reish Kalusa Tosis. I read the Huchzuk Shrei Yitzchok. Yeah, we're speaking. We're unaware there's two Yitzchok. But those say, Ubishchichi Shairoso. We're speaking about caravans pass through here. Mm-hmm. If nobody else goes through here, we're not aware. What's even the concern? You understand? If chametz was never brought into a house, do you have to check the chametz? Same thing. So we're speaking Shchichi Shairoso. Deal Shchich Shairoso Luhuso. Not perkam b'mitzio. Chomaz the Bezer Reza Yachzir. Yeah, since it's a Maisa Bezmi, it's a get, you give it back to the person. Vishchichi Shairoso. If there is a combination, if there are two people of such name and the caravans pass through, we don't give it back. Right, because there was two things there. They may have come with a speedy camel, and also there was another person by that name. Almo, so what do we see from there? We're speaking about here, although it's Shchichi Shairoso, although the caravan's passing through, but since we're not aware that there's another such person there, we're not concerned. That's Rava. Yeah. Omer Rava, how do I know that we're not choshish, it's luchaish, that we're not concerned. Maybe unless we know, we're not concerned. Dani trei shtori denafkim mechuza. Two documents appeared in mechuza. The kosabu hochi, and this is what it said in documents. Chovi baranani, v'nani bar chovi. Here, one document said chovi baranani, the other one said nani nanoi bar chovi. V'agvibu. Yeah, v'agvibu base. Rabba baravua zuzi. Yeah, and they returned the documents to these individuals, and they collected money. So what do we see? That since we're not aware that there's anybody else by that name, we return it. We're not considered maybe somebody else by that name there. So what do you see from there? He says, but in Mechuza, there are other people by that name. So therefore what? You see Rashi. He says, when we're dealing with monetary, even the others, I'm not concerned. Another one, and another one was the creditor. But so if there's iser, we're not going to be makel. But if it's lo husaku, definitely it is not. You just notch it up one. So if it's the same, we want to return it by iser. But if there's no one, there's no other body there, we're unaware anybody has such a name, then we're definitely going to return it. That's what Rava said.
So why do they have to simanim usually are physical, like when you identify a dead person, and so his face.
No, you don't even know who he is.
Exactly. So
what does that have to do with this? You have the information in the document. It says the person's name document. If I find a wallet and have a person's license, even there's no picture on the license, you find out who the person, you return it to that person. Right? Maybe there's another person. If you're not aware, is anybody else, you return it to that person.
Well, you have a face. You have something.
No. The face is not a face. We want to. Is this the man? Is he this woman's husband or not? So if we say a face becomes distorted after the person dies, you don't know he's the same person.
I'm sorry. So one person is saying an Eidef says that I have a document with two signatures on it. Is that what you're saying?
No, you find two documents in the street.
Well, I understand.
This case. What case?
What happened to the one before? It said a man tells you that so and so died. One man is telling you.
Where do you have that case? No.
You took it.
No, not one day. They said word came that this person by this name died.
Right.
58 of them testified. Word came. Okay. The question is there somebody else by that name? Andrew and Loy. Maybe there's somebody else by that name. Or this Yitzchak. What's his name? Reish Kalusa.
So it's not one person testifying that this person is just general knowledge.
No, word came, this man by this name definitely died.
Right.
Question, maybe there's somebody else by that name.
And now I have proof from a
No,
star.
we have no star. Two separate cases. Not that Simonim. Witness testified, word came, confirmed, Mr. Mr. Schwartz died. Chaim Schwartz died. 15 Adim, 1,000 Adim. But who said it's the Chaim Schwartz, the husband of this woman? Maybe it's somebody else named Chaim Schwartz.
Okay.
Why is it so difficult?
No, it's not. It's just
It's lo chayshi. We're not chayshish. Unless you know there's somebody else by that name, we're not considering maybe somebody else by that name. That's that. Now we're talking about something else.
Okay.
You find two documents. Even though there's other people by that name, maybe let's suspect somebody else is the creditor, not these people.
Right.
The answer is I'm not concerned because it's money.
Right.
But if we isser, we would be concerned. So if there's nobody else by that name, I'm not concerned somebody from somewhere else came and actually he lost the get here. Abayi lemay nechish. So Rabbi says regarding the document, the monetary Abayi says there's no proof. Lemay nechush. Ila nefilo Mrs. Zorbeg. Maybe somebody else lost the document. We say the person is careful. Ila pikodin. Was it given as a pikodin? Kev the shmeik shmeil lo mifkid gabeg. Yeah, two people. we're talking about two documents came, and somebody came with that. So the question is, who said it's his? Maybe the person who has the document, maybe he found it. Maybe he found it, so he says no. This kind of document, because the other people, the person is make sure he doesn't lose that. He watches carefully over that. Because if he loses it, they're not going to return it to him. Because who said you're the person? Maybe somebody else is the person. Maybe you want to say maybe he gave it to a person. The person who gave it to him has the same name as the shomer. The man's not a fool. He's not giving it to a man who has the same name as him, right? Came the shmei kishmei lo mifked gabeg. My amrit. Maybe, what do you say? Dilma Mosley. Maybe he gave it to him, the document. And he's not the creditor. Osis Nixibimesiro. Right? If he gave it to him, so the document is transferred. So Tosov here says, one second. So Dilma Mosley. Osi is nixiptim mesiro. Osi is not nixiptim. Hogito dishtakach besuro ksivei. They found a get in a location called Sura. It's part of Bovil. And it said in the get, ksivei hochi. Besura maso, Sura the city. Anon anan barachio nerdo. It says here, in Sura. And Anan Bachio, who comes from Nerdo. Pachas Sachris Plonis in Sosei, he's divorcing his wife. Ubotko Rabbonim Vad Nerdov, Lohava Anon Barchio, Achrino. They checked it out. There was no other person by such a name. Labar me Anon Barchio Michigro. Davir Nerdo, he was what? Anon Barchio, who came from Chigro, who was in Nerdo. That means he wasn't in Surah, right? V'osu sadi v'omer ahu yomo ki ichtov hagito an barchio b'chigro gaban havo. 1 second. 1 second. Rega. 1 second. Barchio David ben no. Yeah. And witnesses came, said he was with us in their door. And what did it say? Was written in Surah. Was written in Surah. So evidently it must be somebody else's get, because they wrote he's in Surah, right? And the witness said he was in their door. Rabbi Avdi di Amino Chayshinon. He says, even I who agree Chayshinon, Hochelo Chayshinon. We're not concerned. Why? Because the witnesses say he was in their door. Therefore what? No. Hochi lo chayshinon. The iftko kol nerdo. Lochi anon leko lemechash. Darmi sadi. No, they said he was in their door, and there was nobody else by that. And there's nobody else in their door by the name of this person. They checked it out. 1 second. It says, Ubotko Rabbonim Surad Nerdot. From Surah Nerd, they check Lohavat Anon Barchi Achrino. Labar, except for this person. The Hava who was in their door. And witnesses came and said, the day that it was written, Arbachia, right, he was with them in their door, not in Surah. Not in Surah. So Abai says, even according to that I would normally be concerned, we're not here. Why? Kamri Sadi in their door Havo. The witness said he was in their door. Yes, I know. He says, even me, wait a second. Rabbonan Sadi in their door Havo. What do you mean, Hokam Sadi in their door Havo? He says, even I, who normally choshesh to maybe somebody else's, here we're not choshesh. Hokam Sadi in their door Havo. So my Bo Besura. Say, is it good or no good? He says, no, but good, but it says in the document it was written in Surah. It says it was written in Surah. So it should be a problem. But he says it's not a problem. But what does he say? Because the witnesses said, right, The b'ner do havo. So do come sadi. 1 second. So what is it? He says, "Neravo my bo besura." So what was he doing at surah?
It shouldn't work.
So why is it a good get?
It shouldn't be.
1 second. Dovdiko karnerdo lahai anon lekol mechash. Lahai anon lekol mechash ka amri sadi vabai lo chayish dilma osalei la almo b'diko hu de kamatch mokum. Abai's not concerned they went over somewhere else. So why not? Because there was nobody else. Of course, there was nobody else there, and we're not concerned maybe it was somewhere else. Somebody was there and lost it. Even though I was normally a choishish. Because that's what Tosa said before. Remember, Tosa says, what, it's shchichi, if there's not shchichi shayroso, and there, let's say there's somebody else by that name. If there's, even shchichi shayroso, if there's nobody else by that name, I'm not concerned somebody else came through. Right? That's what Tosa said. I read Lehuchsu Trei Yitzchok u'shchichi shayroso. That's what's his name. That's Rava. So we're talking about Abai holds it's lo shchichi shayrosa and it's lo shchichi two people. Neither. You have neither. So over here, that's what you have over here. No. So he said it doesn't make a difference. He says, although afli the chayshinin hochel chayshinin do kamri sadi d'ner dohu. So what I just want to know how to read the words. Because the witness is saying the b'ner doha, but he was ner do.
But the document says something else.
He couldn't be in Surah.
Right.
So therefore, if he couldn't be in Surah, then how could they accept the get?
Yes, I'm asking.
We know it's not from somebody else. We know it's from him.
Yeah. Yeah, but I understand that. That I hear why. But he's proving it. Do ka'amris, because the witnesses are saying there, do haba, so maba surah. So what's he doing in surah? So that's the reason the get should be no good.
Yeah, but somebody's saying it is good.
Yes, so that's what I understand. How does he explain that over there? How does he explain it over there? Yeah, let me see it.
Oh, so he's saying even though we can't find somebody, it has to be that someone else supposed to get by the right name.
So it's no good.
But
Yeah.
But since they can't find anybody else,
So item information is but that doesn't bother. But how do you read in the words of the Gemara? What's that? And they did not find another animal who originated from Chagro, who was presently residing in their door. Vosa Sadi Omar, witness came and said, Daf Yomi Yevamos on that day, the was written in Surah, An Bachia was with us in their door, and not in Surah, where the get was written. Abai says, even I who say that previous case we must be concerned with two Yitzchoks, that here we do not need to be concerned that the get was written by another Anon Bachia. Why? Kamri Sadi bin Erdo, for witnesses to say that he and the other Anon here was in Erdo on the day the get was written in Surah. My boy, hence, what could have he been doing in Surah on the day the get was written? 1 second.
It's a challenge between David and the Mishnah. So it's like train.
Don't get so lumdish. It's a document with a regular Eidim on the document. The question is, it's her document. Do we return the document to the woman?
But you have two blind Eidim who are saying something contradictory to the
I think this is the pshat, the way he's explained like this. There is a person in Surah by that name. So the question is, but they said the other one who had that name, he was in Nerdo. So he says, although I normally am concerned that it's somebody else's, but since the witnesses who spoke about the other person was in Nerdo, that means it could have been in Surah. So therefore, the get that was found in Surah is not this person's, it's the other person's. You understand? There are two people. There are two people. 1 second. Let's see again. Let's see.
So there's no other body.
Yeah. 1 second. Ogito the stach besura ksibei hochi besura masa anon barchio nerdo anon barchio nerdo. He himself came from Nerdo. Pash tachul floni insei botku rabbanim besura nerdo hava an barchio achrino. They checked from Surah until Nerdo. Labar mi an barchio michigro. It was the hava ber Nerdo, and he happened to be in Nerdo. He happened to be in Nerdo. Also sadi v'omer dahu yoma ki ichtav ugito. But the witnesses said the day the get was written, Ana Bachia Michigro Gaban Havo. And Gaban Havo, he says, Etzleim Berdo, and the get was written in Surah. So Abai says, Avli di da min chayshinon, hochalo chayshinon. Do ka'amri sadi dim nerdo havo, my bo besura. Yeah.
There's no other non-period.
Yes, I should say.
So the problem is, how did you get there?
No. That's rubber. That's rubber.
I understand. So Abai doesn't
But
answer that.
yeah, I understand that. Abai says, although normally I'm choshesh, here I'm not. Because no, but what does he have to say? Because the Sadi said, because he wasn't there, though. Let him say nothing, because the witnesses checked it. There's no other person. What does he have to say? Because that creates a problem. So he says, "Do Kabri said in there, do my boy Basura?" So that's a question.
Right.
So he was leaving it with a question. I mean, I'm just saying the words are different.
So according to Abai, how is it possible that he wrote the get?
Right?
Apparently Abai is still saying that it's a good get. You can answer that question.
Yep.
Rav answers the question.
Yeah, Rav answers it. Rav after did lo chashin ho chashinon. Dilma begalma porcho ozel. Inam bekvitzo, inam imili moser. Kiyomelu Rav Safri, Rav the Safri. No, either gamla porcho. There may be another person there, and therefore the other person wrote it. And even though we checked there's nobody there, just the opposite. Gamla porcho heulich mihar mahar ka'operech bekvitzo al yidei Shem. One second. Afli di lo chayshinon hocha chayshinon. I think the pshat is being in the other place is a problem. This other person they found in their door is not. We say it's not his get. It's not his get. Therefore, we return the get to the woman in Surah. We return it to in Surah. Why? Because if he's somewhere else, it can't be this man. Rava says, although normally I'm not concerned, but since this man, we know there's another man by that name. I was another place. I'm still worried. You know why? Maybe he took a speedy camel, and therefore he may have been there. And really, and she's not his wife. So the get may have fallen from him, and therefore it's somebody else's get. It's not the woman's get. Okay. Kvitzo inami mili mosar kidyomer. Yeah, he gave it over. V'chein omelu Rav Huna l'safri ki isnuchu b'shili ksuvu b'shili. Av the milsa milibi. Even though the order, the charge was given somewhere else, wherever you write the get, that's where it should be written. Chisnichu b'hini ksuv b'hini avagad milsa mili b'shili. Mavi alayu. Now, the question, going back to it, are we concerned that maybe he emptied it, the case by the sesame seeds, or not? My havi alai deshum shmi, Rav Yema or Belo Chayshina. Rameir said we don't say he emptied it. Yeah, so if you not choishish he emptied it, so what? So therefore he has to give it to the one who's making the claim. Ravino Chayshina, Chayshina we are, the Hilsa Chayshina. And what do we say? Pinon means he took what was his, and therefore the sesame seeds which are in the barrel are not his.
Right, so they've been identified correctly. He was able to identify what was in the barrel.
No, if it's lo chayshinon, the pinon, it wasn't empty. That means the sesame seed in the barrel belongs to the one who gave it to him.
Right.
But if there's a chance that he already emptied it,
Then it's the guard's...
right, it's his.
Right.
He's believed. The Hilchsen, we rule chayshinon. Yeah. Further, the Mishnah says that if there's a quarrel between the husband and wife, the wife is not believed to say that Meis Bali. Right? She's not believed. Now, what did she say? What indicated that there was something going on between the two of them? What is a fight? There was a fight between the husband and wife. You know, she had an argument. She says to us, I want a divorce. That's what she said to her husband. No, not she's a grusha. She said to her wife, I want a divorce. Versus no. Kulu amr hochi. Woman gets angry at her husband, she says, give me a divorce. That's not unusual. That doesn't mean it's a fight. That's a daily occurrence. Elabomeris labala girshtonig. She said to her husband, you divorced me. You understand? She said, you divorced me. Not give me a divorce, you divorced me. Smar says, lehemno. If a woman says you divorced, she's believed. Could Rav Nun Damar Rav Nun Isha Shomer El Baila Gershtoni Nemenes Chazoki Ein Isha Meiza Poneo Bifnei Baila. A woman says in the presence of her husband, you divorced me. She's believed, because a woman wouldn't have that level of arrogance to say to her husband she's divorced when she's not divorced. Bomeris, when she said Gershtoni Bifnei Ploni Ploni, she didn't only say you divorced me. She said you divorced me in the presence of such so and so. And then what happened? Then we went verified it. V'she'il no. And went to those two people and said the whole thing's a lie. So then she's not believed. So if a woman is willing to go that far, what does that mean? She can't be trusted. So if she can't be trusted, now she says Ms. Bali. She wants out. Even if she becomes an adulteress, she wants out. My time at the Ktoto. Wait, my time at the Ktoto did not maslis kiamid Ms. Bali lo mehemno. We say she lies. She's lying. Right? So Rashi, mirovsino biskavenes lesser atzma olov. She hates the guy, even though she'll become an adulteress. She couldn't care. She doesn't. She wants to be forbidden to her husband. Rav Simi Abraham mishum damre b'dedami. Here, because she dislikes him, she'll jump to conclusions, even though it's not 100% clear in her mind. She's going to presume he's dead, even though the proof is not 100% clear. My bad. Now, what's the difference if it's bidudami or it's because she'll actually outright lie? My bad. Now, ikabeinayu, the argue who, let's say he started the fight, right? If he started the fight, then what? Mani mishmashakra hoiso yureya kokach l'shakir. Kaven the rachmali. She's not going to lie because she has a relationship with him. He started the fight. She doesn't want out of the marriage. Right? But according to the Mandi Omer B'Dami, right? So therefore, even the slightest way of misinterpreting it she may be, because of that, look at the argulihi, he's asking a good question. You know what I'm saying? He started the fight. So if the reason she's lying, she has a relationship with him, right? So she doesn't want to prohibit herself to him. She's not going to lie. But the reason is bidudami, because the relationship's strained regardless, so she may presume he's dead where he's not dead, where the evidence is not conclusive. So Tosa asks a phenomenal question. We just finished saying, what's the case of Katato, where she said I was divorced, and in front of so-and-so, and the witnesses said what? So she lied. She lied. So she did lie. So how could you say it's been the dummy? She lied. Stoisis kasha. Vim tomar amai lo mishaker lo hish mishaker she'omro gershtoni v'fnei ploni ploni v'shaynin lehu v'omru lo adam. She originally lied. She was divorced. Now she says he's died. Says she died before she was divorced, and if she would have had relations with somebody, she would have become an adulteress. So here also, so she'll say he died, and she'll become an adulteress. She sees she's lying. Oh, you hear this? Because over here she's not going to lie to say Meiz Bali, because then she has to leave both husbands. And when she says Gershtoni, and when she originally says, you divorced me in the presence of so-and-so, and let's say she would have lived with somebody else, what would have been? She also would have become an adulteress. But she wouldn't have been forbidden to the second husband. She wouldn't have been... No, she's an adulteress. She's an adulteress, she's forbidden to husband, but she's not forbidden to the second guy. Right. But here, she's forbidden to both. Why? Because that's what we said in Isha Rabbah. Because Isha Daika Mitzvah. So therefore, okay, that's the difference. Here the consequence is much more serious. Gershon, she's found lying. The consequence is not as serious if she said, my husband died. There the consequence. Therefore, there she's not going to lie. Okay? Iboilu. Eid Echod B'Ktota Mau. What Eid Echod comes and says, in the case of Ketota, Meiz Bailo. So it's not she saying Meiz Bailo. A woman normally is believed to say my husband died, correct? But here by Ketota, the Mishnah says she's not believed. Let's say if an Eid Echod coming says, in a situation where there was a strained relationship, he says her husband died. Is he believed or not believed? What's this question? My time. My time. The thrust of the basis for the remarriage was a man, if he be caught in a lie, he's not initially going to lie. Right? He's not going to lie here either. Oh, Dilma, no. Time of because we're not relying. The main reliance is on her, because when she hears that, she's going to do a thorough investigation. But over here, where because she has a strained relationship, she won't check it out well enough. Therefore, it's not sufficient. Teku. So we leave it unresolved. We have the same Shiloh, right?
The last one is that if there's peace in the world, or there's war in the world.
No, yeah, we had over here. The question is, what is the main reliance? Is it him or is it her? If it's mainly him, that's the reason. But we say we give her a penalty just to make it more than 100%. Then even this katata, we're really relying on him. Because so because we're relying on him. No. That's no. But the Gemara still says we have a sfor of Ishadaka Mitzvah. That alone we're not going to know. It's Ishadaka Mitzvah. What is the main? What are we basically relying on? On the Eid Echod. You also have Ishadaka Mitzvah. You need both. But the question is, what weighs heaviest regarding over here? Is the Eid Echod or the Ishadaka Mitzvah? If it's basically the Eid Echod, so then okay. So even though it's strained the relationship, it doesn't make a difference. But if the thrust of the reason allowing to marry is because she will not marry until she's checked it out 1,000,000%, then we can't trust it, right? Because there's a strain in the relationship. Right. Yeah. Wait, the Gemara had the same shayla. Eid Echod b'milchama. No, it's time of war. Time of war. Eid Echod says the man, his husband, her husband died at war. And then, so the question, is he believed or not? No, that's the question. The exact same question. Is it Mislav Vidal Glui, he doesn't lie? Or, right? Or do we say no, since it's because he should die with mitzvah, and that is the main reason, so a woman, at time of war, she'll see something and she'll presume that he died and he really didn't die.
Right. So we believe the man, but not the woman in time of war.
No, the man's always believed time of war.
Right.
Right? A man, but the question is, time of war, that's the question. Eid Echad, time of war, do you believe him? That's the Shaila. The Mishnah says a woman's not believed in time of war. Because we say b'dadami. So she's not going to check it out well enough. So now we have a question. What about if you have an Eid Echad besides the woman? But the Gemara doesn't say. The Gemara doesn't say b'dadami b'Eid Echad. Dam means it appears to be. It appears. If the woman doesn't want to stay in Aguna. She wasn't. So she saw him. She'll say he was mortally wounded. And he was wounded, but factually he recovered from the wound. But she's going to presume if it's that bad, he probably didn't recover. Right? The Gemara tells of her story. The woman came and said, my husband died in war. So who was it? Rav Nachman said to her, where is it? He said to her, when you left him, you just had a little bit of water to give him, and he probably died. He says, that's exactly what happened. So she didn't see he died. It's because he needed a little bit of water, so even if he would have had it, he would have died. So factually, she didn't see him die. That's a presumption. She presumed he died because there wasn't enough water to sustain him beyond a certain point. She was with him, but she left before he died. But she's testified. There's no way for him to live beyond that point.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But you were told that means you weren't there when he died. Maybe he got water someplace else.
Maybe somebody else came.
Right.
Right. Yeah. One second. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Rav Yehuda Omer l'olamenu. Right, Rav Yehuda says unless a woman comes with torn clothing, crying, we don't believe a woman. The same as Bible, even not b'shas milchama. Tanya Amru Lola Rav Yehuda l'dvarecha pikachas tinosei shod lo tinosei. Says that's the case. A woman who's wise, she knows exactly how to get herself to be able to remarry. She'll come with torn clothing. She'll carry on. They'll let her marry. A shota doesn't mean a shota. Doesn't mean a woman who's foolish, who doesn't know the tricks of the trade. She'll come and just say, my husband died, without torn clothing. El aghazu v'aghazu tinose. Regardless, if a woman says my husband died, she's believed he died. A woman came to the Bezdin of Rav Yehuda, and they said to her, make sure to eulogize your husband, tear your clothing, and undo your hair, meaning being in a disheveled state. Samara says, Alfuah Shikra. You're teaching her to lie. I mean, you're teaching her exactly how she has to present herself to be believed. No, the ones who told her, they held like the Chachamim. Tabir hochi kechad lishriya. So I don't understand. So what he needed for? If you hold like the Chachamim, Tabir hochi kechad lishriya. What does that mean? But the Rabbanan, no, I understand that. But it says, the Gemara, you're teaching her to lie? Inu Rabbanan Svirlu. You see, but if you read the story, Ahuda Asher Lebeidin Rabbi Yehuda, Amri Lo, they told her. Oh, the ones who were advising her.
Right.
The ones who advised her, right, because Rabbi Yehuda won't let you get away. But basically, you're permitted regardless. But he won't give you the heter. Yeah, okay. Beisil Omrim Lo Shemana Lo Bebo Min HaKotzir, Ubosa Medina, Uchmaisu Shohoyo. Yeah. I mean, the Gemara's tell a story. When did this whole thing come up that they said that a woman's believed to say that her husband died? There was an incident. A woman's husband went to bring in the harvest with a few other people, a harvest of grain, and then he was bitten by a snake. And they came and said to They said to her, your husband died. And she came and said to the court sent back a person to the field. They verified that the woman's husband was bitten by a snake and he died. They verified what she said. Once they verified what she said, they said, from now on, if a woman comes and she says that her husband died, she's believed. So what were the facts? It was a harvest of wheat, and it was bitten by a snake. So that's Beisilo Omrim Lo Shamana El Bevo Min HaKotzir Ubaosa Medina. It's that same location where originally it happened. Uchamas Shohoyo. Exactly as the incident that originally happened. So Rashi says, Kacho Yimas Kadamin L'Kamad Lo Hitiru Chame Elo Dugmoso She'adov Korov Lonu. We should be familiar. Umirsuso Lo Meshakre Lo B'Medinas Hayom Eino Nemenus. You hear this? It has to be. It happened when she says her husband died in this location. Because if it overseas, a woman's not afraid to lie. Yeah, she's not afraid to lie. She won't. She'll lie because she won't be caught in a lie. She's coming back from a wheat harvest, picking grapes. Picking grapes, Medina, she's come from another location. They only spoke of the incident, what took place. Beisilo retracted and said, whenever a woman comes to testify, regardless of what the case was, she's always believed. Right. This is similar to the Mishnah Chagiga. Beisilo says originally he forced the master. Beisilo says no. Then it says Beisilo retracted, and they held like Beishamai. Okay. Tanya Amala Beishamai Beisilo. What? According to Beisilo, yeah, we'll see. The Gemara tells the story. Tanya Amru Lahem Beishamai Beisilo Divrechem Ein Li Alokotzer Ksarchitim Ksir Saurim Ein Li Alokotzer Ksir Saurim Minayin. So how do you know? He said Ksir. Yeah? He says, if the original instance, they were harvesting wheat. So they said to him, what about if they were harvesting barley? Yeah? Mainly, Elokotzer, Botzer, Mosig, Vagoder, Oder, Menayin. Elamaisa Shoya, Bekotzer. The incident where when it happened, her husband was out harvesting wheat. Vuadin Lakudu. Achanami, Maisa Shoya, Bosa Bedina. Vuadin Lakudu. So Beishamai says, even though it happened in certain Medina, certain province, it could be anywhere. Beisilo, Bosa Medina, the Shchichi, Inchi, Mirsasik. He says, if it's in the same province, so people are aware what happened, so they could come and they can contradict what she said. So therefore she's afraid to lie, because she may be contradicted. But if it's another province where it happened, so the people won't frequent this location, so she's not afraid to lie, because it's remote that she's going to be contradicted. Beis Shammai Hochan Amishchichi. Ross, we're talking about the caravans. So because the caravans, people come from all over, right? So she's always afraid. So it's because there's a concept of Shchichi Shairosa. What was the incident? The Omer of Yudah, Omer Shmuel, Shilfi Kotzir Chitim Hayu, which they were pulling. Shilfi comes. It was the end of the wheat season. 10 people went out to harvest the remainder of the wheat. A snake came, bit one of them, and that one person died. It was a poisonous snake. And the wife comes and informs the court that her husband was bitten by a snake. 1 second. They sent a delegation out to the field or to the area to verify whether it's true what she said, and they found exactly what she said is correct. If a woman says her husband died, she can remarry, and if there's a surviving brother, she could have yibum. Samara says, name of Rav Chananya ben Akiva, Rabbanon beplukta v'sham bisil is a machlokes Rav Chananya ben Akiva. The Rabbanon, we'll see in a moment, seems to be the machlokes b'sham bisil. Bishamai says it doesn't have to be exactly how this setting as originally it happened. Beisil says it did. I mean, this is before Beisil retracted. And we have a similar Tanya, lo yisa odam mechatos ve'efachatos ve'avirim b'yardein ubesfina. Person should not transport the water that's used for the paraduma or the ash of the paraduma to transport it in a boat in the Yarden. We'll see in a moment. A person shouldn't take the, let's say, the ash water, throw it from one side of the Yarden to the other, and the other person will catch it on the other side. He shouldn't like float it across the water. He shouldn't put it on top of somebody. Elim Kain, Hoyu, Raglov, Nogos Bekarka. The man had to have his feet on the ground. It shouldn't be something similar to water, boat floats on the water. It has to be something which has no relevance to original incident. We'll see what happened. Eva Maviram Alagesher, but you go across a bridge, because a bridge he's standing. Echad Yardim, Echad Sharon Horos. Whether it's the Yarden or other rivers. That we don't allow you, it has to be specifically Yarden, it has to be a boat, but all the other situations, when you're permitted to transport it, even though you're not standing on the ground. The Rabban would say that as long as that has a semblance of originally happened, right? Said that's Beishamai. Beishamai said it doesn't have to a wheat harvest, it could be grapes, it could be anything. Right? Doesn't have to be in the province, it can be in any province. So it seems to be that what? The Hananya ben Akiva holds like what? Like the Chomim. Rav Hananya ben Akiva, Beis Hillel, excuse me. Yeah, so Lamer Rabbanan, because Abraloch Rabbanan, Anan Damri Afke Beis Hillel. Chom said we could even hold like Beis Hillel regarding to Aguna. Why? It's only because of Mirsis, because she's afraid of lie. If because of an incident that happened, we'll see in a moment that they found a gazais of a mess attached to the boat. What if it's the Yarden? It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. Because actually, because of the penalty, she's going to make sure to check it out 100%. There was an incident that took place. So because it was that, they said in that location, you can't. What was the story with the paraduma, with the ash in the water? The person was transporting either the water of the chatos or the ash of the paraduma over the Yarden. Ubesfini was in the boat. And there was a gzais mess attached to the floor of the boat. So where he was, he became contaminated. That's what they said. So that's Hananya ben Akiva. They said Yarden, right? Yarden and Svino. They made the takana. You're taking a chance. You never know. Evidently, even though it's remote, we're talking about something which is the utmost importance. Paratum is not that easy to come by. Yeah. So Tosas asks over here a nice question. Tosas says, what did they have to believe? It says that when they saw what happened, that the woman, they found the man dead, they believed the woman to say Meis Bali. Tosas asks a question, we should believe her. She has a migu. She has a migu. A woman, she could have said, my husband divorced me. If she would have said, my husband divorced me, she'd be believed. Right? But, right, so believe her that she said he died, because she could have said, there's an opinion that says that even if it's not in the presence of a husband, she's believed to say she was divorced. No, we believe she got to get it. We say a woman doesn't have that level of arrogance to say she was divorced if she wasn't divorced. That means there was a get. There was a get. Even if she can't produce the get, we believe her. We believe that she had the get. It went lost. Right? Correct. So, no. We rule it has to be in the presence of the husband. Whereas, according to the opinion, even not in the presence of the husband, she's believed to say it. So when she comes, she says, my husband died. What do we need? A special takana? She has a migu. Tamina loma mes hoiso meres kamapomi b'dedomi. Kach in lamino ilav mishum dechaysh liguna. You need the reason for iguna. Why? Because there's certain situations where there's a semblance of dying, but he really didn't die. So because we have the issue of what? Of iguna, so we're lenient on that. We're flexible. Shlomo dahu amora domer shlo befonov enu meizo hainu davka mastis and hosam shomer eshes ach hoise grushani shlamino mitam da peshos beshitir avgav diko eshes iser eshes o ish lo befonov enu meizo avabam lo hoise nemes. Okay, stop here.